Emmanuel's going to get on the graphics in 2 seconds. He's chatting with the people in the joint. Coach Prime Day. Here we go. So this weekend, Coach Prime set out and did something that every pundit in college football wanted him not to do, and that was win. This weekend, Deion Sanders took his team, the Colorado Buffaloes, who were 1-12 last year, the team no one really cared about. They hired Deion after he had his little falling out with Jackson State. Now, we're not here to discuss the whole Jackson State HBCU dropping the ball and having that moment. Man, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is focus on the success of this weekend. So he took this patchwork team of transfers from an HBCU, transfers out of a transfer portal, and other school players that have decommitted and wanted to go play for Coach Prime, and he put together a team. And he was asked, is this team ready to win? And he said, I like what I see. I think we got a team rolling. And every pundit said that team is not going to do it. They said, Shedeur, he's an HBCU quarterback. He's not good enough. It was all these knocks on the team. They went in to Texas to play Texas Christian University, a number 17th ranked team in the nation. But not only that, TCU played in the national championship game last year. Now, they got their asses beat. 65-7 by Georgia. They got their asses beat. But they were there. And that's the important thing. Like, when you have a program, getting there is a massive win. So, not only were they there, they had expectations this year. They're ranked in the top 25. Colorado went in and beat them 45-42. Now, this is a high scoring game. It's a shootout game. It really could have went either way. But what it showed that Coach Prime was right. These boys was ready. And not just ready, but ready on a national stage. But not just ready to go into a nationally ranked team's home and win. And so, not only that, they started to knock everything the pundits said. Because Shedeur not only played well, he set records. He threw for 510 passing yards, school record. He threw for 81% completion. Third time in FBS history that you've gotten a player to go over 400 yards on 81% completion. Then he threw for 4 wide receivers 100 yards apiece. First time in school history. Well, is he good enough to play? Not just play, dominate. The confidence of these kids and the confidence that they have in Coach Prime has been knocked because braggadocious black men need to be humbled. So, I am riding with Coach Prime. Listen, I don't care about any other school sport except for the Nittany Lions. I am riding with Coach Prime. I will be buying tickets at the USC game when they're here, and I'm hoping they upset them too. So, all the pundits at the interview were stuck. And I mean stuck. They were stuck like Mitch McConnell at a press conference. Again. Ladies and gentlemen, it happened again. He froze. He got hit with the Beyonce mute and thought that he was supposed to freeze. Mitch McConnell, in the middle of another press conference, lost his thoughts, lost his words, and just kind of stared out into old man space. You know, old man on a porch looking down the street telling kids get off his porch. He was there. And it brought into question what's really going on with his health, and is he capable of actually performing the job? And doctors said, A, this is nothing but the side effects of a concussion. Word? Just the side effects of a concussion? Like, the NFL has better concussion protocols than Congress. And maybe, oh maybe, we need Will Smith and his terrible accent to get on the job. I'm sorry, Will thinks it was a phenomenal Nigerian accent. I thought it was horrible. just as bad as Bob Marley's is in this new upcoming film. Just hire the people's culture, folks. Anyway, back to it. The side effects of long-term concussions, not CTE, but just long-term concussion effects, are you have an inability to concentrate, memory loss, mood swings. And these are all things that should not work well in the Senate, but apparently with the way our Senate works, it's fine. No one needs to remember what they said yesterday. No one needs to keep any promises, and mood swings are absolutely fine. So he'll be fine. But he cannot do his job. We're at the point where it's very clear that he cannot do his job. And here's the thing, if it was in the NFL, he wouldn't even be allowed in the facility until he passed concussion protocol. We either put in a concussion protocol or we just get these old people to go out of here. Now, part of the issue is his whole team is now doing a bunch of things to weather the storm. And they're probably weathering the storm better than Nevada. Because in Nevada, at the Burning Man Festival, and the Burning Man Festival is a yearly festival. It's an extended, I think, a week-long festival where you have, it's kind of really like a counterculture type festival. You have artists, you have all of these people. It's a real hippie type thing. Like, it's called Burning Man because at the end, they burn the man, like the man. I don't know. But what happened is, because of the weather and the irregularity of the weather patterns, they've gotten an unprecedented amount of rain. And so that rain has caused flooding. And the flooding has got 70,000 people trapped, stuck, not able to get out, with shortening food supplies and a number of other medical emergencies happening. This is turning into an absolute problem. And so FEMA was called in because, hey, we need help. But soon as FEMA pulled up, all the conspiracies pulled up right with FEMA in the truck. They got out different sides, because there was a moment where we thought Ebola had broke loose at Burning Man, and that the government flooded Burning Man to trap 70,000 people in the Ebola outbreak. That was actually one of the conspiracies. The other one was cannibalism was happening. They were trapped for a day and a half, and they were like, hey, I'm starving. You see John over there. He's not outrunning anybody. It's Burning Man for a reason. And so apparently cannibalism outbroke. So we had Ebola, cannibalism, and whatever else you could think of. And that's kind of the problem with how our news travels now, right? I can put anything on social media. Anything. I can take a picture of a dog chasing a cat and go dog possessed by spirits and put it in the right font and put it on the right time, and everyone will go, see, spirits are back, aliens are back, it's time to get them the fuck out of here. We're really in a place where we've got to be careful about where we get our news sources. And one of the positive places where you can get accurate, effective, and great news is here at comedytraphouse News, ladies and gentlemen. Just a spoiler alert. But the thing is, we are having changing weather patterns. That's a thing. Now, whether you want to believe it's a ozone thing and that our emissions need to change and all those things, which science has proven, yes. But if you don't want to be one of those science people because you think science and FEMA and the CDC are all working together, you still have to admit that there's something going on with our weather. And part of this issue is led to tragedy for us in Lake Elsinore, California. In Lake Elsinore, California, in the middle of a heat wave, a young kid, Joshua Robinson, 12 years old, was sent to school. He went to school that day and didn't have his gym clothes. It happens. Sometimes you just forget to pack your gym clothes. Sometimes your mom didn't wash them. A number of things happen. We've all been there. We didn't have our gym clothes. And so apparently this gym teacher decided that the kids were still going to go outside and that they were still going to run in this extreme heat. And so in this time, Joshua is running. He's asking for water. He's complaining of the heat. And I'm guessing the teacher probably did the thing that they do to all of the students. Well, if you don't do it, you'll get a 0 today. And a 0 will affect your grade. School just started. I can't have a day affect my grade. So he participated. And that participation cost this young man his life. And so we know that as African Americans, black people, brown people, in this country, we don't get listened to. Like people find it harder to hear what we're saying. If it's medical or anything, hey, listen, I'm telling you this is what's happening. You don't know what you're talking about with you. So we have to make sure as parents we do things to prepare our children to protect ourselves. And we also protect themselves. We also have to make sure we have people watch guarding these kids so that we can protect our kids. We have black teachers at school. We have to find a way to unite with those teachers and make sure they just keep an eye, hold down the kids. And we also have to give our kids rules. Hey, there are certain things that you need to know. If you aren't feeling well, stop. Take a 0 and then let me come to school and show my tail. Because if my kid comes home and says the teacher did this and I told them no, me and the teacher have a problem. Now, if my kid comes home and says the teacher did this and I go to the school and the teacher's like, nah, he did this, then me and the kid got a problem. But either way, I have a problem with a kid that's alive. Okay? So, one of the things we have to remember is, hey, it really is us against the world. Us against the system. Us against the everyday rigmarole. So, take care of each other, love each other, teach each other, protect each other. That is our time here at Comedy Trap House News. We're going to hop into the chat, have a little bit of fun, and then get up out of here. Where we at? Shayless is in time. What's up? Oh, we got a nice little chat popping today. He played us, but all good, talented, bro. Wait, are we talking? Wait, go up. Did I miss something?
Oh, they were talking about time. The time we started.
Oh, got it. They'll be okay. He must be a damn good coach. Listen, Deion Sanders, to be as great of a player as you are, you have to understand, as he was, you have to understand the game on a different level. It's the same thing with a player like Ed Reed, who I thought would have been good had he been able to stay a head coach, but that never even got started. They see the game different. They experience the game differently. They can teach the game differently. Will he be a great coach offensively and all these other things? No, but he's smart enough to bring in the right people and the right team. That's what a head coach's job is. The head coach is to bring in and delegate to people you trust to get the outcome that you want. Oh yeah, I didn't drop money on this game either. Listen, and it wasn't that I didn't believe in Coach Prime. It just didn't work well with my parlay. So I went the other way. But next week, I'm riding with Coach Prime all season. Mad numbers, absolutely. Oh, Glitch McConnell. I like that. I like that a lot. Unthawing him is not working. Listen, they just need to bury his ass. That's really where we are. Oh, he probably doesn't drive. Honestly, I feel like they legitimately stroll him out for like body purposes just to be seen. And there's a team doing all the other stuff backdoors. Because every time he glitches, freezes, gets stuck, looking like me on an edible, no one panics. If I was in the middle of this news right now and then but Marvin, niggas would be concerned. That's all I'm saying. Folks would be concerned. No one batted it out. They were just like, hey, let's take him back to the back. His batteries are low. So this is bigger than Mitch because this is about power and this whole scheme of keeping power where it is. And sadly, even though he's glitch, broken, and won't start up like a 1972 Chevrolet, if he was to make it to the 2026 election, he would probably win, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly.
Burning Man.
Wait, I bet it stinks out there. Listen. It probably stank before the water got there. Let's be honest. Cannibalism after one day, though. That's what I'm saying. If it was cannibalism after one day, you had a plan. You had a goal. Someone was going to get ate no matter if they got flooded in or not. That was just going to happen. And here's the crazy thing. There is actually a community of people. Saw this whole documentary. It's just wow. It's actually a community of people that want to be eaten by other people. Seriously. They reach out to these people on like the dark web.
They're called women.
Oh, women like to get ate, but it was a little bit differently. They get to live to tell about it. There are people who legitimately want to be cannibalized, and apparently there are people who are cannibals. It's time. The rapture is near, ladies and gentlemen. Get your affairs in order. Listen, you guys know for a fact gym teachers are wired different. Gym teachers always want it's life or death in everything. It's like, hey, you got to climb the rope. You have to climb the rope like your life depends on it. Sir, first of all, I can't even do a pull-up. Why you want me climbing a rope to the top of the wall? Like, this is dumb. Gym teachers go hard. I'm not mad at the gym teacher going hard. I'm mad that the gym teacher took them outside in that heat. I'm mad that the gym teacher didn't listen to him when he said it was hot and that he needed water. Like, these are the things that become the issue. The issue, you might want to push your kids. I used to coach. You want to push your kids, but you also have to hear when they say something's wrong and believe that something's wrong. It just tends to happen a lot that our children's needs, wants, conversations fall on deaf ears. And not just our kids, all of us. Would you rather be courtside at Space Jam Looney Tunes versus Monstars, or see Stevie Wonder put 100% effort in? First of all, leave Stevie alone, okay? Stevie's taking a lot of 5 a.m., 5 p.m. He's been taking hits. His hairline refuses to go away, so he still has dreads for some reason. He can't see how bad it looks. He just knows, hey, my dreads are back here now. Leave Stevie alone. But to answer your question, yes, it would be 100% to see Stevie at a dance party. Mitch needs to retire. You mean he needs to be buried? It's time. It's his time. Where are we at? Coach Prime broke those amputated toes off. Y'all aren't good people. I just want y'all to know. I'm here for the comedy. But you guys go low. His toes are already gone. Okay? They're gone. He didn't even have the time to break them off in TCU's ass. he only had one toe, and it probably fit comfortably. That's all I'm saying. Where are we at? For 8-year-old Prime's toes. Manny can't help himself. Nope. Clean that plate. Are we talking about eating people or and what's next? Gym teachers are always on perks. I believe it. Signing up to be a personal trainer for 8-year-old kids as well. Exactly. They legitimately come out of college and they're like, I'm going to turn your kids into what? What, sir? It's gym. It is physical education. We're supposed to play dodgeball, baseball, kickball, and get out of here. What are we running for? What are we running for? I hate track. I hated track. I still hate track. And I knew it was, you didn't have to say that. We knew exactly what it was. Be better. Anyway, I think we've gone through the chat effectively. Everyone who came on to show to watch us live, thank you. I know it's Labor Day, and I know you probably have something to do. There's a barbecue somewhere. There's a burnt hot dog with your name on it. Anyway, enjoy yourself. We'll see you next week. Peace.